Once you've decided on a particular realtor you're going to use to work with in buying a home, he or she will ask you to sign this exclusive buyer-broker agreement and agency disclosure. This outlines the terms, the conditions for which the two of you are going to work. And it is a legally binding agreement, so read it carefully. I often take a half hour or more working with my clients to go over this to make sure they understand every aspect of the document. There isn't time in this screencast to go over everything in detail, so I'll quickly go over as much as I can before I run out of time. This is the agreement is between these two lines here, the brokerage firm and the buyer or buyers. The term of the agreement is specified by a date. That can be a month out, 3 months, 6 months, whatever you and the agent agree to, and depending on the type of search you're doing, it can be specified to a particular county or counties, and it can even be indicated only for a specific property that you're asking them to help you with. Number two, the brokerage fee. This is the amount of money you're going to pay your agent when you acquire a property, and it can be a fixed dollar amount or it can be a percentage of the acquisition price. In most cases it ends up being 3% of the acquisition price, and there are a few times when you actually have to pay some of this out of your own pocket. I won't go over all those right now, but in most cases the seller pays this and you won't be responsible for paying anything. Number three here, the protection period. This simply you will agree to a number of months whereby if you should go back to a property after this agreement has expired that you've already seen or even negotiated, tried to get, and you're not working with your agent anymore and you acquire that property, then you would owe whatever the agreed to commission amount is here on that property. Number four, the buyer's representation disclosure. This is warning that you as the buyer have not entered into some other exclusive agreement with another agent, so that there isn't a conflict here of agreements, and indicates some of the information that you would need to provide as a buyer to the agent, and that you will review and sign the buyer due diligence checklist, which there is another screencast for that, and some other items. Number five, agency relationship. That largely says that if for some reason your broker or agent becomes unavailable, can't take care of your needs, that the broker has the right to assign another agent, which will work in the same manner that your current agent does until that person is available again, or to complete the transaction for you. 5.2, which is limited agent, duties of a limited agent. That simply means that in some cases your agent may have a listing and you go see that listing and you want to buy it. Well, now your agent is representing the seller as well as you, the buyer, and it outlines the terms of this limited agency, where if you agree to allow your agent to represent both parties, the conditions by which that agent can do that, and outlines all the things that can and cannot be done. Number six, professional advice. It simply says that your real estate agent is trained in real estate, that is in marketing, and that you shouldn't rely on your agent to give you construction information or legal information outside of the actual contracts you're dealing with here. Any of those things, and that's covered in the buyer due diligence checklist, and that'll go over again as I mentioned in another screencast. Number seven, dispute resolution. Simply that you'll go to mediation prior to going to the route of an attorney, and attorney fees basically it says loser pays if you have to go to an attorney to settle a dispute. The buyer authorizations, number 9, simply indicates that you can put it on the MLS and you can put your earnest money in an interest-bearing account if desired. Number 10, there are or are not attachments or agreements outside of this particular document, and so forth. No time to go over the other items, but this is the entire agreement right here unless there are attachments. So hope this has been helpful to you.